Okay, check, 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 check. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is Spirited Warrior Goddess, and we had fun last night. I know I had fun last night. I'm glad my ancestors gave me a chance to get out what I had to say, get everything out. I had to address, and from here we move the fuck on, and this is summertime. I'm having my fun, and it is what the hell it is. And now, number one, I want to say, because people keep talking about tarot readers or tarot readers. Um, I don't know where the hell y'all get that from, and it's demonic and this and that. Y'all out here calling all these names because y'all get these words from the Bible and all that other stuff. You don't know what the fuck demonic is in the first place, and you probably more demonic than the motherfucker you talking about. Okay, motherfuckers be living like 200,000 miles away and all that other shit, and we got another be out here judging other motherfuckers, but you don't know what they do behind closed doors. And so what? Fuck it, I really don't give a fuck no more. Okay, about what the fuck y'all talking about. Because I keep hearing all the tarot readers say that people coming at them. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You don't know. Your last day might be tomorrow. So you out here calling motherfuckers demonic and all that shit. You don't even know what the fuck demonic is. Y'all done read that book so long that this shit done brainwash your ass. And a lot of people ain't brainwashed no more to what the fuck y'all talking about. And a lot of people don't give a fuck. This is a new age. This is a new era. There's spirituality out here going out here. There's about probably like over it's probably over 1,000 religions out this motherfucker. So nobody judging you for what you choose to believe in. You shouldn't be out here judging other motherfuckers, because everybody ain't wicked out this bitch. Okay, some people use it to help people. Some people use tarot to help people. Just like detectives use psychics to or clairvoyants to go out there and help them solve cases of missing people and all the other shit. So you should be grateful. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know what's going to happen when you might need a motherfucking psychic. Okay? They give you, and tarot means the knowing. And that, I'm going to just point blank, the knowing. Okay? No, tarot readers don't know everything. No, because you're only going to get what, you know, the spiritual realm wants you to know. Okay? That's number one. Number two, I'm going to tell you motherfucker something. Every time you go pray, every time you don't even know who you're praying to. You just going off what a book, whoever wrote that book told you that you are praying to. You don't really know what the fuck you praying to. And you open up portals. Every time you meditate, every time you do anything, you open portals. It all depends on your heart. I keep repeating this over and again. It all depends on your heart. If your heart is wicked, then you're going to open up wicked portals. If you are a light being, you are light, you working with the light, you're gonna bring in light beings. There is a fucking difference. Okay, it depends on your fucking heart. This is what Anubis and Mayat was trying to tell y'all motherfuckers. It's all about the heart. Okay, so let's get this straight. So I'm breaking that 3D. I'm breaking that Book of the Dead down in 3D form so you can understand where the hell I'm coming from. Okay, and then y'all be like, she cussing and all that other stuff. She's not no empress. She's not, how she gonna say she's divine and she cussing. Oh, you got some ancestors that cuss out this bitch too. Okay. So let's get this right. We got some goon ass gangsters, ancestors too. We got them too. So, okay, because I'm just breaking it down too. So first, I want to say, all right, breaking it down on 3D level. So when you dream, right? When you go to sleep and you dream, you're traveling to other dimensions. You also are opening portals. And like I said before, depending on how wicked you are and what the fuck you play with on this 3D level, you're gonna travel to different dimensions and never tell it what the fuck you might bring back here. Okay. All right. All right. That's where we're going with that. Okay. That's why you hear some people in they sleep. This is crazy because I'm looking at the screenshot and it look like the Casa Records, the Hall of Casa Records. A lot of books. That's okay. Well, while I'm talking, okay. So anyway, yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, okay. This is the way I wanted it. I wanted it like this. So I don't know how I can set my thing up, whereas though I have it. I'm gonna try to do it where you can see some pictures while I'm talking, because that's kind of rude. So I'm making sure my volume is up. So, okay. So then when you're dreaming, you're going to other portals. You're opening up or you're going to other dimensions. Okay. This is why you always have to dream about Some people have dreams about monsters, fighting monsters and all that stuff, because that's a other dimension. That's another dimension, another place in the cosmos. That's where it's at. And hopefully you don't bring them back down here, because sometimes you have to know how to close a portal once you come out of a dream like that. Or sometimes, you have that dream where as though you can't wake up, you can't move, stuff like that. Sometimes that means you didn't have a dream and you brought something back down here with you, and it's trying to hold you in that realm along with them. That's what it means. Some people say it's what they call it, the OWAG syndrome, or the devil's riding your back. Y'all know what I'm talking about. When you can't move, you can't talk, when you try to wake up, all the other stuff. That means you drag something back down here from another dimension. Okay. All right. So I'm giving you some heads up on the Book of the Dead. All right. So next, you got about 1 trillion graveyards out here. Okay. So the way Egyptians used to do it back in the day, they used to mummify themselves. So that way, and also bury their jewelry with them, because they jewelry or whatever they had, that they was clean to, holds energy. So they used to bring they jewelry with them, bury it with them, so nobody else would touch it. Okay, because they jewelry had energy with it. So you got about 1 trillion graveyards out here. I don't know when they stop this. I ain't looked that up, when they stopped that mummifying bodies and stuff like that. But I think the last was in the Egyptian days, because I didn't see no more Mayans or nothing mummify their bodies after the Chinese. Nobody actually mummified their body. So, and the reason why they did that is so that way they can travel safely through the underworld, this and that. And I'm gonna get to the underworld later on too. I'm gonna explain that to you too. But they couldn't, so they can come back to their body safely without that paranormal that you got when you can't wake up, you can't talk, all that. So they don't bring nothing back. They can go straight back to their body and travel anytime they want to, in any dimension. Okay, so because I want y'all to really think about this, and it makes logical sense. And this is the channel I got yesterday from my ancestors. They made me understand this. And I got it. I was like, wow, that is deep, and I never really thought about that. So this is why I said that you're not a scholar out this motherfucker. You're not going to know everything. You're going to know some things they want you to know, because there's other dimensions out here, other hybrids out here that's more intelligent than you are, and they know every fucking thing. So I'm going to get to that in a minute too. But as I was saying, it's 1 trillion graveyards out here. A lot of bodies is not mummified, nor did y'all bury their jewelry with them. So that energy that it was on that jewelry don't bring paranormal activity energy into other people's homes. What y'all do is y'all go to Goodwill, y'all be giving these people jewelry out, selling to other family members and all that other stuff, giving it to other family members and stuff like that, knowing that stuff have energy on it. I mean, I don't know, and then sometimes y'all don't know what them persons was into, what they was practicing. So you're giving other people other people's jewelry that you don't know whether they was in black magic, witchcraft, or none of that. And then you wonder why sometimes y'all have paranormal activity. And I trying to think of that show that I used to watch. It's not Ghost Hunters. It's not Paranormal Activity. It's a man that used to go, because people used to go buy things like at Goodwill, stuff like that, and clothes or something like that. And this man used to have to come and figure out exactly what they have in their house, that something attached itself to, like jewelry, a piece of jewelry, and then he brings it somewhere else and closes it in a case, a glass case, so the energy can't come out. I'm gonna think of that movie, that show later on, but and that just popped up in my head like when they was talking about this. So if you really think about it, it's 1 trillion graveyards out here of dead people. Okay, their souls is already gone. It just turned to dust. You know what I'm saying? But since they're not mummified, they do get the chance to come back, and they get to walk. They get to walk wherever they want to. Because if you're thinking about it, why so many people scared of a graveyard. If it's just dead people in there. Them people can't, if you think them people can't move, you think they don't have the capabilities of coming back. I know what it is. The Paranormal Activity, the movies y'all watch. That's where it come from. Zombies and all that other stuff. Y'all think people come back from the dead. Okay. But I'm gonna explain the 3 days of darkness to your ass too, since you're so smart. Okay. So, and if you think about what I'm saying to you, it makes a lot of sense. So why are you so scared to go in the graveyard? Because the graveyard carry energy, all that energy. That's why. You're scared to go in there because it carries all that energy and they're not mummified and they get to come back. Their spirit gets to come back, okay, and walk the earth. And this is why the earth is so chaotic right now, because all that energy, okay? And y'all got jewelry in your house of dead people, all this other stuff, and they want their motherfucking jewelry back. Just like the Egyptians, when these people went over in their tombs and took their jewelry and all this other and put it in the museum, they didn't want that. They didn't tell you to take their shit out of there. They didn't tell you to move their bodies and put them in the museum. They don't want to be on show. It was meant like that for a reason. It was meant for them to be in their tombs. They loved it like that, so they'd be able to travel. And this is what I'm saying. Everything's about energy and frequency. So when you go fucking with shit and you don't know what the fuck you fucking with, because you're trying to do studies and all this other, you want to know about this and that. Some things is just well enough, you just leave shit well enough known. This is why the earth is cursed right now, which I call, and if you really think about it, and if you really want to think about it, this is real hell right here. This is the underworld. You're being judged right now. Your heart is being weighed out right now, how wicked you are. That's why they say the wicked don't get no rest. Because how's you on earth, right? Think about it. When they say the wicked don't get no rest, how's you on earth when they saying that? And you sleep. The wicked don't get no rest. What it means is, it don't mean no sleeping or nothing like that. That means you're gonna go to pure fucking hell because you're so fucking wicked. But we see out here, 9 times out of 10, the wicked is living in luxury, right? They living like they in luxury or some shit. So who really is the wicked ones? Some people look at it like, who really is the wicked one? We good people. The good people be dying young, tragic deaths. Who really is the wicked one? Right? This is why they say you gotta balance things out. You can't be too good now. Come on now. That's why it's called balance. Okay? And you might say, what you mean by balance? Sometimes you got to come out, you got to be a motherfucking demon. Sometimes you got to be a motherfucking angel. You know what I'm saying? Balance that shit out. Because there ain't no such thing as an all good person. Okay? All you got to do is take a look at when Satan was up in there. This is the story. When Satan was up there with the angels and whatever the story was, he thought he was better than. And this is what y'all be doing down here. Thinking that y'all better than somebody. Thinking you better than a higher being. This is what it was trying to tell you. You can't be out here thinking you're a fucking scholar. I could do better. I can run this better than this person. Pride, ego. That's why so-called Satan got kicked out of heaven. Remember? And some more angels that wanted to follow him. Okay? So this is history always repeating itself over and over again. It's a metaphor. Okay? Stop being a follower. Start being a motherfucking leader. Okay? So, breaking down the Book of the Dead. Let me keep going. This is why you have paranormal activity in some houses and this and that and that. Like, some people say when they moved in houses, it was already haunted and all this other stuff. If somebody died of a tragic death, yeah, they never, in that house, they never really left. Because if you're not able to recognize on a 3D level what is going on, their body's still in that grave, okay? Y'all not have to mummify them. So he's able to come back. And also when he's going to other portals, he's bringing extra demons from, which I call them demons from other dimensions, along with him. Every time he or she comes back. So this is why the energy gets stronger and stronger. Because you notice in the first, when you watch these paranormal activities, first, it's just a little bit of shit start going on. Like, they might move a pan or something like that. And then the longer you stay there, the more and more and more it gets worse and worse. You know why? Because this person is traveling. His body she body is in that grave, but it's traveling to other dimensions and then bringing other motherfuckers to help him to get stronger. Okay? And this is why it was so important back then to mummify the bodies. Okay? So they could be at peace. So the only way you're going to recognize what's really going on, like some of these shows I be watching, if you're in a 3D level, because you don't understand the spiritual realms or what's going on and how it works. For you church folks too, the church religious folks, you wouldn't even know how to get rid of it. It's just like, oh, cast them out. No, it is not just that simple. Okay, I know y'all watched Constantine before, the movie Constantine before, and you know he was a demon slayer or whatever you want to call him. So it's certain things you have to do, and the only way you can recognize it, if you know you in the 3D level, because you got to remember there are spiritual beings walking around here. Okay, there are spiritual beings walking around on this earth. They all around you. You just don't see them. They're in a spiritual realm. They're in another realm. They can see you. They can talk to you. You just can't see them. So some of these movies y'all be watching, y'all be thinking it's fake, but it's kind of giving you an idea of what the fuck goes on in the spiritual realm. You're on 3D, so you're not able to see shit unless you really a high intelligent being, a hybrid. You'll be able to see these demons. And I know there's a lot of people that say, well, like when they was growing up, you see demons and stuff like that. They wanted you to see them, and that's because you had a gift, number one, and number two, those mostly be the chosen ones that be seeing stuff like that, able to see stuff in the 3D from a 99D level. These that's how far it goes up. So when you say heaven and earth, okay, heaven and earth is really the underground. There is no Satan red with no horns, standing with no pitchfork, okay, watching you burn. This is the underworld. This is where you're being judged at right now. Light as a feather. Your heart is being judged, whether you're wicked or you're not. But let's face it, ain't nobody gonna ever be all the way to good. And so, make sure I ain't missing out nothing, okay? So that's breaking down the 3D a little bit, how your soul travels. Y'all not bearing these people jewelry with them, and it carries energy. Y'all giving it to the Goodwill, all this other stuff, and this is why these y'all call it paranormal activity. I'm calling it. These people just wanna they wanna rest. They wanna be. They're not able to travel to where they need to go to, and you never think of the Men in Black. Like, remember that thing, that flash thing they used to have, so you won't remember nothing? Like, it's just like that. Like, you don't remember back then, but when they be like, when you passed away before, and you go through the gates and all that, so you had to go through the gates. Like, you had to get your heart rate before, this is an ongoing thing, and you probably went through, but then they was like, oh, you didn't complete this mission, so we're going to have to start you all over again, and you probably was like, no, man, I want to stay here. I want to go, I don't want to go back down there and this and that and that. No, you have to go. You have a mission to complete, this and that and that. So you probably ain't going to remember that because they erase your memory. It's a different memory zone and all that. When you go all the way up to those, 99 dimensions and stuff like that. It's different dimensions. And you know, you're not gonna remember shit. Like if you went from 3D to about 7D, you're not gonna remember. You're not, just like sometimes when you have dreams and you're entering other dimensions, and it probably was something like you saw an angel, or you saw a monster, or you saw something, it was something weird. It may look like a street, you know, down here, but actually it's a street up there in 7D that you was walking upon. All of that stuff, you end up coming in contact with these beings and all that, and you had to fight them and all that stuff. That's why when you come back to the 3D level, you remember bits and pieces. You only can remember bits and pieces. And them people is calling you back up there. Basically, that's why you probably have the dream again, because they're calling you. They open portals for you. They want you to come back up there and finish the fight. So I'm basically just breaking this. It all depends if you want to go back and finish the damn fight with them. If you was winning, good for you. If you wasn't, then I don't know what the fuck to tell you. I wouldn't want to go back and get my ass whooped. Because like I said, you don't know if you're going to come back. And this I said, it all depends on the person's heart, where dimensions they're traveling to. You know, if you practice on that black magic and mirror magic and all the other shit, and then when you have a dream and you go to these dimensions, sometimes some people just don't come back. And this is why I say you don't know people. You don't know just because they seem nice and they sweet and all the other stuff out there. You get what I'm saying? That don't mean they don't. You better remember the wolves in sheep clothing. They act one way, and then the next thing they be at their door. They be in their house practicing that motherfucking black magic on your ass. Okay? I don't believe in that. I don't like motherfuckers that do it. You know what I'm saying? I speak upon that shit all the fucking time. I don't like that shit. I think it's evil. That's what's evil and demonic. That's what's evil. But you got light workers out here that's really trying to help and heal motherfuckers. And you can see they light. You can see who really want to help people. You can see who's demonic out this motherfucker. Okay? Let's just put that out there. And if you can't see, something is fuck wrong with you. 9 times out of 10, y'all people in the Bible can't really see a spiritual worker, a light worker. You always judging. That's be your main thing out this bitch. Judge, 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 judge. And because y'all so brainwashed off that Bible, y'all done read that Bible so much that now y'all acting like y'all the judge and the motherfucking jury out this bitch. But you're not. Okay, so let's keep it going with this. So, as I was explaining about the graveyard, so this is why people scared to go in the graveyard, because you know, your instinct is telling you, like, these people are still here. You know they still there. They still traveling in these graveyards. Okay? Because you didn't mummify them, and then you didn't bury the jury with them that you're supposed to, because it carry energy. You're not supposed to be out here giving it out. You're supposed to burn it or something. You know? You're not supposed to be out here burning their bodies either. Like, your family members cremating them and all that shit. And then throwing their ashes every damn week. This is another reason. If y'all really think about this, you gotta think about how many people burned their family members' bodies and tossed their ashes in the sea and all this other shit in the sand, and they wanted to be buried in the sea. The next thing you know, you got fishes coming up dead, all this stuff. Y'all be wondering why, because this spirits is still in that motherfucking... Like, what the fuck? But what y'all doing? You gotta think about it. So this is why the world is so chaotic, and this is why y'all mixing basically good people's dust, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, with wicked ones. Motherfuckers that probably used to practice that shit. All scattered around the earth. If you really think about it. Blood shed all on the earth. Ashes all spread around the motherfucking earth. Now y'all wonder why the energy on the earth is so fucking bad. This is what I'm saying. If you think about it, it really makes motherfucking sense. People don't believe in that, but I'm telling you, everything carries energy. I don't give a fuck. So y'all done burned your family members' bodies, cremated them, and then toss they shit everywhere. I'm going to Rocky Mountains. I'm going to go in Cancun. What's the other place y'all be doing this shit at? And then all of a sudden something in that state or something happens bad. And you don't understand that earthquakes, all that shit. Because y'all fucking with the energy. Y'all doing all this shit you're not supposed to be doing. And they knew what they was doing. They knew what they was doing when they read that Bible. They had to go the other way. They had to somehow persuade motherfuckers not to go by with the Egyptian shit. And now look how the world is now. Look how the energy is now. Motherfuckers is killing people left and right. Cold-hearted, all that stuff. This is all the energies that's mixing up on this earth. When y'all burning people and throwing their ashes everywhere. They spirit coming in, motherfuckers. Okay, let me get this. Because I think I forget this. Okay, so I said this yesterday. Okay, it's 7.9 billion motherfuckers on this earth. I'm going to keep saying motherfuckers, but it's 7.9 billion people that lives on this earth right now. In 2022, in 2026, it's going to be 8 point something billion, right? So I think the Bible got something wrong with the 144,000 people that's chosen. Okay, I really think it's 144 billion, because there is no way 144,000 gonna be able to fight. And because you take away 7.9 billion, take away 144,000, that's 6,000. That's 6 billion. There would be 6 billion and something left on this earth, right? How 144,000 gonna be able to defeat 6 billion and something demons? So I really think it's 144 billion people that's chosen. Because it just don't, it's logic to me. It just doesn't make no sense. Because if you think about the numbers they used to use back then, it's not the same numbers we used to use now. So I really think it's 144 billion people. Remember, their numbers wasn't the same as ours. I think it's 144 billion people. And this is, and another thing I want to talk about is the 3 days of darkness, when the demon's going to be released and all that other stuff. Y'all got to read that up. You got to Google that about the 3 days of darkness, what's going to happen, and, they're going to be released upon the earth and all this other stuff. And you got to make sure you're well protected and all that. The 3 days of darkness, these demons going to be released. And they say demons. I don't know why they keep calling them demons, but these are all the motherfuckers you done buried. And they constantly, year after year, keep bringing back, opening different portals and bringing these entities back here. This is why now you're starting to see more and more sightings of different shit, like different shit that come out to sea. Y'all starting to get all these sightings and stuff like that, because I'm telling you what the fuck it is. These people that's in the grave is going, even if they was, and they don't know what they bringing back. Some of them, they're not mummified, so when they come back to their body, they open portals after portals. So you gotta think how many years they been laying in that grave, right? How many years they been laying in that grave, and each time they bring in some type of entity back from these portals. Think about that. From these other dimensions, they bring us. This is why you see weird shit like happening. Weird people have sightings of different things, stuff coming out the sea that you've never seen before. These are what the things they're bringing back here. And this is why the energy is so... It's just everything mixed in. We could have just kept the earth like it was. You know what I'm saying? The underworld like it was. Okay? Because y'all think in the Bible when he said he kicked him out of heaven. Okay, what do you think? He kicked him out of another dimension. He put him right here on earth. This is what I'm saying. Y'all don't get it. This is the underworld. This is hell. Y'all call it hell. We call it the underworld. Whatever, so be it. I don't care. We agree or disagree. But you know what I'm saying makes sense. Perfectly makes sense. So you got 1 trillion graveyards out here. And each graveyard where all these people filled in, veterans, whatever you want to call them, they go and travel in different portals, in different dimensions, and bringing shit back down here with them. Okay? This is why some graveyards is haunted. This is why sometimes you see people on the highway walking, and there be spirits and shit like that. This is what I'm telling you. You move in houses, you don't sage the house, you don't pray over the house before you move in the house. You just go in and move in. And then somebody could have died of a tragic death in the house. And they start fucking with you. And then they go grab somebody else. They've been in there in the grave for so many years. They know how exactly what portals go through, to travel to, what dimension, who these people are, where to grab these people from, to make you even more scared of them. Because to them, that's their house. It ain't yours. Until you know on the 3D level, you know how to get rid of these I don't call them demons. I just say spirits. Other people from other dimensions. That's what I say. I don't say demons. Because maybe back in the days, that's the word they use for them. But in all reality, is basically wicked people. People that do wicked shit. That's demonic. So when you going around calling people demons and shit like that, you better be careful. I'm trying to tell you. And all the other stuff. And yes, people probably have witch bloodline because they family members was witches or whatever. But some of their witches is good. I don't believe in good witches. Okay, but there's some witches that work for the good of humanity and not the bad. You'll know the difference. You'll know from what they practice and what they talk about. You'll know the difference. Okay? So I know some of this makes a lot of sense to you, what I'm saying to you. It makes a lot of sense. You'll get what I'm saying. This is part of the Book of the Dead, what I'm trying to explain to y'all. Give you a clearer understanding on a 3D level. So you might read the book, you might go through the book, but if you really break it down, this is all that's basically that the Book of Dead is trying to tell you. You know, y'all, it's not mummifying your bodies no more. The jewelry, everything, the traveling to different dimensions, different portals, and things like that. You have to, I don't know now, it's too late now. Y'all did it so much. I mean, these people been in these graves for trillions and billions of years. Some of them not mummified, so you also have people from different religions that got buried like that too. So just think about it. Y'all mixing all this. Y'all mixing all this up. The energy is already here now. And then you had the ones that went and played with the mummies' tombs in Egypt and all that other stuff. Probably broke some of their bones, something while they moving them and stuff like that. So this earth is basically cursed. So you have no choice but to go to other dimensions. Basically. You should love to travel and dream and go to other dimensions because this earth is fucked. Motherfuckers don't want to be honest about that. But this earth is fucked. Unless all the 144 billion beings come together and do some... It's just war now. And like they say, you're not warring against flesh and blood, but the principalities. That's what it is. You're beefing against portals, dimensions. You're beefing against other dimensions. They live in fleshly bodies, but you're beefing with other dimensions. That's so hard. I can break it down like that. I can break it down a little bit. And on the 3D, I'm gonna come back and break it down some more and get you some more over. When I get some more channels and downloads, I do not be doing research on no Google or none of that. I get my straight downloads from my ancestors, and this is what they wanted me to talk to you about, to let y'all know what's really going on out here. And if you really think about it, really process what I'm saying to you, you'll get it. You know, when they was telling me, I got it. Because, and I'm gonna say this again, I don't give a fuck how many books you read, how much study you did, all that. You're no fucking scholar. The only scholars are the hybrid beings in other dimensions that give you information, the little information they want you to know. They're not going to tell you every fucking thing because they already know you. You're in the 3D level, and when you know too much, you're gonna go run your mouth, and your mouth gonna run like fucking water, and they already know that. And there's some things they don't want. They want. It's some things they want hidden right now. There's some people that have they didn't told because they know these motherfuckers want to go running fucking mouth like water. You get what I'm saying? Some on some spiritual level, it's spiritual now. It's no flesh and blood no more. It's spiritual now. So I wish I get that through your fucking head. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers want to be scholars. You ain't no fucking scholar. I don't give a fuck how many books you done read. That don't make me no scholar. Oh, you Google shit. I don't Google shit. I Google some shit like how many people on the earth or shit like that, but I get my straight downloads from my ancestors. They tell me what they want me to know, and I know I don't know everything. I know I ain't the smartest being in the world. Nobody is. You're never going to be the smartest being in the world, even when you leave here. When you go to these other dimensions, you're like, whoa, man, I thought I knew it all. You're going to be surprised. So, nobody's no motherfucking scholar. You just in the knowing. You know what's going on spiritually. You know it's a spiritual war. You know, certain people are chosen to go against principality. This is why they said principality, because they knew that y'all were going to be burying people, wicked people, at that. Keeping their skulls in your house and all the other shit. This is what, and tossing their ashes places. They knew y'all was going to be doing this. And this is why they said, you're going to have the 3 days of darkness. It's coming up soon, too. You know, you're going to have 3 days of darkness. You're going to have to fight these demons. You're going to hear them. Don't get scared. Or don't be scared, because this is what y'all wanted to do. This is what you allowed them to do. To fool you. Brainwash you. This is what you allowed them to do. And now you don't know what to do. While you steady out here calling motherfuckers demonic. When you see a real, true, live demon that came from another dimension in your motherfucking face, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Are you gonna know how to destroy it, or you gonna open your Bible and start splashing scriptures? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna open up your Bible and start saying, man, listen here. I done heard plenty of stories of motherfuckers that said, I done called his name and he never helped me. Why did he? In the last minute? Oh yeah, y'all motherfuckers is brainwashed like a motherfucker. Y'all is brainwashed. Y'all can get over it soon. So, I'm gonna pass that because I'm coming here and do some more. Oh yeah, they also told me there's 3 movies that they want you to watch. The first movie is Legion. Legion. I think, what's his name in there? Tyrese is in that movie. Legion. 3 movies. The next movie is Fallen with Denzel Washington. Give you an idea how these motherfuckers move. Them people from other dimensions. These portals y'all that open. Okay. Okay. And see, y'all be like, the 3 days of darkness is gonna be dark and this and that. No, that's when. All right, y'all gonna just go watch Legion with what's his name, Tyrese, and then watch Fallen with Denzel Washington, and then go watch Hancock, because Hancock with Will Smith, they'll teach you about the divine beings and everything. They'll give you a good explanation about what we'll be talking about in Terror Land, about karmics and divine beings and divine masculine emperors. You'll get it. You'll get it. Twin flames or whatever y'all want to call it. Y'all call it twin flames. I call it something else. But anyway, I'm gonna get deeper into it later on. But I'm gonna make sure I mention most of the stuff that they told me yesterday, because I had the video up yesterday, but I know somehow I erased it. But also, and when I did my divine masculine, it just was about a masculine out here tried to play an empress, and now you're in despair because this empress is about to meet the emperor, and they're not thinking about you. They're moving on. You did so much, did too much. You want to play around. You want to spread your wine everywhere. So now she's not worried about you. She's busy focused on herself, and she's busy working on moving on, and she's busy working on her emperor now. These people is about to come in. All, like I said before, all your emperors and your empresses, you're about to get what you supposed to, who you supposed to be with, and who you supposed to have genuine love. So, and then yesterday, like I said, motherfucker could judge my video, but my answer said I had the right to have fun yesterday and to speak my piece and go back into my little Kim mood for a minute, like to get it all out. Just get it all out, girl. See, I'm the only one that know how my ancestors talk to me. Y'all don't know how my ancestors talk to me. Everybody got different ancestors. I don't know how your ancestors rock, but my ancestors, I got some cool ass, goon ass, gangster ass, ride or die. Sometimes don't give a fuck. Just ride the fuck out on your ass. Ancestors. I don't know how y'all ancestors rock. You probably got some sweethearts, you know. Sweetheart ancestors. Like, no, I ain't gonna do that. And you better be careful which ancestors you rocking with anyway while you're on this 3D, because some of the motherfucking ancestors that you trying to worship or talk to probably didn't even like your ass when you was here. So why would you even and they probably fuck your ass up every time. But this is Spirited Warrior, guys. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna give y'all some more insight on what I'm talking about on the 3D level, giving you an insight on the 3, because this is things y'all need to think about now. Things you need to think about, my Spirited Warriors, now. This is, you know exactly what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. You will process it later on, and you'll understand all this that's going on, all the energy that's going on right now, why you feeling chill, and y'all keep forgetting that the planets have something to do with it too. It rises these energies up a little bit more, all that dust, all that dirt y'all threw out from these people cremated and all this other stuff y'all done did, and the bodies that's still in the graves right now. This got something to do with it too. When Mercury and all that stuff be moving, the planets be moving, they get a rise too in the grave. This is what I'm telling you. This is kind of like the Book of the Dead. I'm just letting you know. I ain't saying no scholar, but this is the download I got, and for a reason. So y'all really sit back and think about it. I love you. Stay prayed up. Stay in your meditations. Clear your chakras. Love yourself even more and more every day. Have your fun. Take your vacations. It is summertime. It is hot as hell. And me, I'm a tarot reader, but I'm not going to be on here 24 hours, 7 days a week. I got other shit to do. I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to make moves. I'm not going to be on here 24 hours, 7 days a week, neglecting my family, neglecting my friends, neglecting my children, neglect. Y'all motherfuckers better wake up. You better go out there and enjoy your life. Go out, go on the mountains somewhere. Go chill in the mountains. Go rent a cabin and sit out there for a little bit. Meditate. Do something. Walk the earth. God damn it. Rent an RV, a camper or something. Go travel with your friends and your family or something. And go enjoy yourself. Because I am. I love you. You ain't gonna get nothing but the truth and the facts from me.